What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the Foley Garden. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to make a spatchcock turkey for Thanksgiving. It is the middle of November. We've started digging out our Christmas stuff, but we can't forget about Thanksgiving. So what a spatchcock turkey is, a turkey that has the backbone removed, and then it's laid flat, and then we're going to smoke it on the barbecue. All right, guys, let's take a look at this turkey and get started. All right, so today we have a 22-pound turkey, and what we're going to do is we're just going to clean it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take out the little pop-up thermometer because we won't be using that. And you're going to want to reach in and get out all the extras that they like to give you. Then go ahead and go on the other side. The giblets, liver and heart. All that good stuff. Get out the neck. Take all that stuff out. If there's any extra ice or anything like that in there, go ahead and get that out. Alright. So this is the breast. I'm going to flip it over. And here's our back. So what you can do is you want to cut right down the backbone on either side. And so you can do that with either a pair of scissors or a knife. I don't know if these scissors will actually do it. We can give it a try. But all you want to know, I don't think so. I think the bird's still just too hard. Sometimes you can get kitchen shears that'll work, but just cut along the back. Go ahead and make yourself a nice score. It cuts fairly easy. It's not hard. Sometimes when you see these cooking shows, they make some of the stuff look so hard. Oh, but all we're doing is we're cutting straight down the bone. Right, see? I'm gonna open her up. Continue to cut right down that bone. All right, we're getting there. Let me get a bigger. A little bit bigger knife. There you go. See? A little bit of pressure. I'm going to flip it around and do the other side. Just take your time, you know. Take your time. Open it up. Look at that, beautiful. See? Here's our little sharp knife. We're just getting through those bones. Like I said, if I had better quality kitchen shears, I could go ahead and get that. But we'll do what we got to do, right? Just like everything else in life. We're here to make it happen. Now, don't throw this backbone away, because what you can do is you can use it to boil, make a soup. There's a bone right here that's really hard. Be careful, don't cut yourself. And cut away from yourself. Don't do what I'm doing. What do they say? Do as I say, don't do as I do. Right? I'm just trying to make sure I get the right angles for the camera too. Which is probably not too smart. But I want to make sure you guys see this. So I'm just following the bone. See? I felt the bone. I just followed the bone. I'm going to cut in between. Get our big knife back out. She pops. Look at that. I know it's not pretty, but the outcome of this thing's going to be beautiful. There we go. Here she comes. Got our sharp knife. Cut through all that skin and set that aside. Like I said, you can smoke this on the grill with the turkey and then put it in a soup or stock, you know, for flavor. Or you could just go ahead and boil this up and you got yourself a nice stock. So now we're going to do a little cleanup. Get that fat. You don't want all that fat. And then here in the breast, get all the ice. You can see there's some more ice in there. Here in the breast, we want to cut through that breastbone right here. Some people try to cut that out. We're going to cut right there. Flip it over. All right. Little CPR. You can hear it. Sorry about that. But you can see how that breast is just gonna lay flat. All right, beautiful. So now we got ourselves a nice spatchcock turkey. Yes, I'm manipulating and whatnot, but you can do a little cleaning up now if you want to, like some of this extra skin. But don't cut too much off, because as the skin shrinks back from being on the grill, you don't want the breast and whatnot to come uncovered. So cut some off, but not too much. Because you can just tuck some of that right underneath there, right? Okay? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a little paper towel and we're going to just dab it all off. Flip it over. Get more of that ice. Open her up. Look at that. It's beautiful, right? You can see all that breast meat. Now some people take out the bone that's here, or the cartilage rather, really. But I'm just going to leave it. It's laying pretty flat for me. I kind of like it. Like I said, you can come in here and cut a little bit more. Sometimes they score it, but it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to pat dry a little bit. And what we're going to be using today is a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to use some garlic, granulated garlic, black pepper, salt, and then I got some Killer Hog's barbecue seasoning, barbecue rub. You can use herbs if you want to for a more herby kind of a situation, but I'm just going to dab it so that I can put the olive oil on so that my seasonings will kind of stick. Do a little drizzle and massage. Look at that, it's beautiful, huh? Beautiful. All right, so, all right, let me go ahead and get a rinse with my hands real quick. All right, we're back. Just a little rinse. Now I'm going to put a little bit of this granulated garlic. Make sure you use the holes and not the whole side. So we're just going to sprinkle just a little bit. Impart layers of flavor, as they always say on the TV. Layers of flavor. A little pepper. Looking good, right? A little bit of salt. I'm just gonna shake a little bit on there. And then some of this Killer Hog seasoning. Get a good, nice, good thick coat. And that olive oil will all help it stay. Now these bones can be sharp, so you got to be careful, okay? All right. How's that looking so far? That looks good, huh? Right? So we're just gonna go ahead and put that in. Rub it, as they say. I guess that's why they call it a rub, because you're rubbing it in. Go ahead and give your hands a little rinse. We'll flip the bird. Woo! Do this while your wife's not home, or your spouse, because if you're doing it, you can. Don't want to make anybody mad that you're tearing up their kitchen, right? So we're going to put a little bit more olive oil. All right, so we've added our olive oil, and we're going to massage it. We're going to make sure we get really good under the wings as well. This is what's going to help the seasoning stick. All right. Get everything real good. Let's give ourselves a little rinse off. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to do granulated garlic. The whole thing. We're going to make sure we get ourselves underneath the arm of the bird, the flapper, the wing. All right. Don't be afraid of your seasonings. Beautiful. We're getting there. Ooh, don't do too much. Excuse me. and some killer hogs. Like I said, let's get underneath that arm. Woo! Yeah, nice coat. Nice coat all over the breast. Now, for an easy tip, if you wanted to, you could do this on a pan, and it would be easier for some to pick up and move. But I guess I can't do anything the easy way. Such is life at the Foley Garden. But we're gonna do this. This is gonna turn out good. Everybody got their own way. You do your way. You just take a little bit from me, and you'll be all right. Excuse me. All right, so now that we got this all seasoned up, we're gonna go ahead and take and move it outside to the grill, put it on a pan, and move it outside to the grill. All right. All right, so today when we cook our turkey, we're gonna be cooking on the grill, the smoker, 275. We're gonna use just a little bit of oak, just a little bit. And then we're gonna be using apple chips. And we'll go ahead and let that smoke for a few hours. And remember, because we don't have a whole turkey and we laid that bird flat, it's gonna take less time. So, you know, we'll have to see how many for this one. This one was a 22-pound turkey. So 2-3 hours maybe. But yeah, we'll go ahead and we got the smoker going, so it's getting up to temperature. Got our apple wood ready, our oak ready. And as soon as we get up to temp, we'll go ahead and put this bird on and we'll show you that. Alrighty? See you in a few. Alright, so we got the turkey on the smoker. We've put the breast from the farthest part of the heat. We definitely don't want the breast to overcook. So we're gonna go ahead and close her up. And we'll let her smoke for about an hour, and then we'll come back and take a look. All right, it's been about an hour, and we're gonna go ahead and check our turkey out. Oh boy, look at that. That looks good. What I have is some Snapple apple juice that I'm going to spray my turkey with. Get it all nice and moist. And what I do is I have a probe that I'm going to put into the thickest part of the breast without hitting the bone. And we're looking for an internal temperature of 165. All right, let's go ahead and close her up and we'll see in a little bit. All right, it's been about another half hour, and we're gonna check on our turkey. Ooh, she looks beautiful. All right. I want to get her nice and moist. we go. All right, we're looking for a final temperature in the breast of about 165. All right, so we'll set a timer for another half hour and then we'll come out. We may come out with some foil and then tent after. That way we don't get too dark of a color on our turkey. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Well, all right. It's been a total of 2 hours cook time, and we are at about 122 in our temperature in the thickest part of the breast. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open her up, and we're just going to, look at that beautiful bird. We're just going to go ahead and give her a cover. We're just gonna keep her from getting too dark, and we'll come back when she hits that 165. All right, everybody. Alrighty, let's see how she looks. She has hit 165, and trying to do this. Ooh, she looks pretty. Look at that. All right, so let's get her off inside the house and we'll give her a cut. All right, see you back in just a minute. All right, we are back. She is so tender, she started falling apart as I tried to put her on the cutting board. So here we go. Let's cut her straight down. Oh my, hardly any effort at all. Straight down the breastbone. Look at that. Man. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Can y'all see that? She looks so good. Cut her straight. I'm gonna cut that whole breast. Clean away. Look at that. Cut a little piece. Can y'all see how juicy and tender that is? Look at that. That is beautiful. All right. So there we go. We had her cooking at 275 for about 3.5 hours. We used apple with a little bit of oak, and we sprayed with some Snapple apple juice about every half hour. After the first hour, every half hour. And then we used salt, pepper, granulated garlic, and Killer Hogs barbecue rub. This one right here. And a little bit of olive oil to keep it all together. Well, let me tip it up. Alright, guys, I hope you guys like this video. Like, subscribe, and maybe we can do some more cooking videos. And I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving from the Foley Garden.